Hi, my name is Bekah. Welcome to my video series, Everyday English Everyday. Today, we're talking about fascia massages. Now, this is a totally new thing for me. I had no idea what this is. I even have to go to YouTube to see how to pronounce this word.
Fascia. Fascia includes connective tissues that separate internal organs.
All right, fascia. Okay, so it's a fascia massage. We're going to talk about what that is, and we're going to talk about how it's different from a relaxation massage. Now, I had a conversation with my girlfriend, Carly, who's a massage therapist, and she's the one that opened my eyes to this. So be sure to subscribe to my channel. And remember, this is part of our Conversation Flow series. So this is the series that's for both native and non-native speakers, okay? It's used to inform you, to hopefully help you lead a lifestyle that allows you to thrive and not just survive. All right, so let's talk about what this is. A month ago, I had no idea what this is. I didn't know this existed in our bodies, okay? Until I was talking to my girlfriend, Carly, and she told me about the massages she gives. And she knew I was kind of in a transformation mode, doing a lot of changes, digging deep inside of myself. And she thought, wow, you should probably get one of these massages. So fascia is a thin casing of connective tissue that surrounds and holds every organ, blood vessel, bone, nerve fiber, and muscle in place. So look at this picture of this book, on this book, right? On the cover of this book. The white is the fascia that's all over our body, okay? And I had no idea that our bodies were covered in this. It's a connective tissue. It has nerves that make it almost as sensitive as skin. So remember, when something's sensitive, it's like it has a lot of sensations. We have a lot of feelings with it. This type of massage stretches and soothes your body so it can work at its optimum level. So when something stretches, it elongates, right? And when it soothes, it makes it feel better. Like if a baby's crying, we can soothe him or her so they can stop crying. Maybe we can hug the baby. When we're working at our optimum level, we're thriving. We're not just surviving. We are living our best lives. The fascial system is how we enter into consciousness. Fascia permeates our entire being, okay? So I thought this was super cool. They say that our consciousness lies in our fascia. Now, this means like our awareness, our moment of presence. So if our fascia is not up to par, maybe we can say, then we might have a hard time kind of connecting to the now and being in the now, being conscious. All right, so fascial coating, right? This is like talking about the fascia that's all in our body. Remember, it coats everything, so it's a coating over lots of things inside of us. Fascial cobwebs. So my girlfriend describes this as like, when you get this kind of massage, you're clearing out the cobwebs. Now, cobwebs are like spider webs. So think about things when they're not used correctly or well or often, right? They kind of get build up in them and they don't work great. So when we clean out these cobwebs, it's like gonna increase like our mobility. So for me, even just doing this, right? I hear like so much cracking and I can go like this, and in the middle, like my spine going down my back, I feel each and every vertebrae almost. And I never felt that before this massage. My girlfriend opened me up so much by giving me this kind of massage. I have so much more mobility, and I even have a desire to stretch every day because it feels so good. I've never had stretching as part of my daily routine. And now for the past, since I've had the massage, I guess about 3 weeks, it just comes naturally. I sit and I stretch for at least 5 minutes a day because it feels good. And I wanna keep this up. So she's also going to talk about how it kind of gives a pop of static electricity when we release and get our fascia into better condition. So it's the idea that this energy that's running through us, right? And when we have our fascia that's healthy, I guess, right, we're able to kind of have that energy flowing better. Super cool. All right, so let's listen to the conversation I had with my friend Carly, and I'm going to stop it every so often and kind of just talk a little about what we're talking about.
The stretch, whether you're doing that with yoga or with active passive release or whatever, it's that fascial coating that's getting that stretch. It's like releasing those strands. It's reorganizing itself. Right. It's like clearing out the little fascial cobwebs, and then now like you get that little pop of a static electricity.
Okay, so I felt that there was, you were working on one side, I don't remember, but right here I think it was. I remember being like, wow, that's such a weird feeling, and I didn't know what it was, and you brought up the electric current, and I was like, yes, that.
Okay, so she's talking about how it's stretching it, right? And it's releasing and then allowing for this flow, right? This like surge of energy kind of to go through us.
That's what it was. It was electricity running through you.
It's like a low grade electric. And once it gets released, it's like an energizing kind of sense. And so a lot of times, like you'll get up off the massage table or, any kind of, you'll get out from the body work session and you might feel completely energized.
Well, I felt like when I stood up, so I got up halfway through, we had a little break because that was like the most amazing 2.5 hours of my life. I've never had someone touch me for that long before.
So she gave me the massage for 2.5 hours. It was unbelievable. She worked through every nook and cranny in my body, every space. It was awesome.
But like literally my legs were weak, you know what I mean? In a good way, as in I was so like jelly or like just loose, and like I almost felt like I was a little drunk, you know what I mean? Like I was kind of like, I couldn't, when I went to the bathroom the first time, I couldn't walk straight. I noticed I was like kind of like,
like lightheaded.
Yeah, it was a total high from that,
so yeah, I totally felt like I was drunk a little. I couldn't walk straight. I literally, if I had to like walk a straight line, I wouldn't have been able to. So it was really just a fabulous release, right? That feeling.
And all those endorphins that get released when you're doing the fascial when it's separating, there's a lot of endorphin release.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a pretty amazing feeling.
Right, so everything's really tight. So when it's releasing, all those endorphins are coming out and, giving you these feelings of energy and just awesomeness.
To feel it. I've never felt that way after a massage. I compare it totally to how I feel when I do Wim Hof breathing, and after I hold my breath, it's the same sensation. When I got out of the cold bath yesterday, I was fine in it. It didn't do anything, but as soon as I got out, I got those cicadas in my head, that humming sound that shows me and I get that after Wim Hof breathing. That's how I know I've reached that next level, because I'm hearing the cicadas in my head. But that happened to me as soon as I got out of the ice bath. I had that light and that feeling in those cicadas. And it's the same thing when I got up from the massage table. It was that consciousness, I guess. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's really that idea, that high that you're getting that I'm talking about, right? Doing different breathing practices. And for the baths, I've started doing ice baths. So I have this feeling, it's like, I guess this level of consciousness, right? That really just feels great, right? It's a kind of high, right? So I got that same feeling after the massage, when I tried to get up, which was really cool.
Yeah. A little gift from the universe by way of your body.
Yeah, body high, which I've never really experienced so many body highs in my life before as I have in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's once you start shedding the layers and you start making those spaces in your body, it's amazing. Half the time you're just kind of like, what? how long have I been carrying on to that? Are you holding on to that and carrying this around? And then once it leaves, you're just like, oh, I didn't realize that I had been, holding on to that or holding myself that way.
So when she talks about shedding the layers, think about a snake, right? A snake sheds its skin. Its old skin goes off and it has new skin underneath. So when we have some kind of issues in life, we have all these layers, right? And we need to start taking them one by one and getting rid of them. And, this kind of massage helped open up that flow and getting you to kind of realize, ooh, maybe I was holding tension there. And what was that tension? So as she would work in different parts of my body, I would just came to me, the different things that I'm working on in my life showed up. When she hit parts, there were like 6 or 7 like major parts that she had to work hard on, and I had to work hard on to release. And in each of those parts, something in my life that I'm trying to work on, whether it be my own self-talk or my relationship with my children, right? They came up during this massage. So it showed me how much it was connected with my thoughts.
Until I brought some consciousness into that part of the body.
Well, and I know we just had our session on Friday and it's Monday, so that's not been a lot of time, but I've been, on Friday night, on Saturday night, on Sunday night, I took a couple minutes and was doing some stretching on my own, which I don't usually do, which I need to start doing. So I'm hoping that this kind of, jump-started me to remind me that doing yoga and doing these stretchings by myself is a way to keep this up, right?
So before this, it never was important to me. I didn't think I needed stretching so much, but now it's just like this level of consciousness that I have that's like, Bekah, this feels good. This helps you feel better. This helps you connect with your body. When you have this and it hurts a little, well, try to release it, breathe into it, move so you can get it looser and get it flowing better. And that's going to help you in a lot of things. And I'm still stretching daily.
Right? It's like maintenance for the fascia, no?
Yeah. And also too, just once you're feeling the stretches, like now you know what you should be attempting to like search for while you're stretching, like trying to recreate that feeling.
Okay, yes. So talk about that memory of changing, because usually when we're getting massaged, we're laying on the table and the person is working on us. But this one is a much more interactive massage as I am moving around and trying to work with you in places. So just explain what that is about, why that's important.
Well, so when you are in, however you use your body the most, excuse me, I had to readjust there. However you use your body the most, you will always have that memory. And so if the fascia is very tight because it's been holding a lot of pressure in the shoulders, or if you're recovering from an injury or anything, you need to be able to be like the active releasing piece of it, so that that change will actually register in your brain, because you do have a nerve muscle loop. And so sometimes what happens is I could press on your back as long and as much, I can find that tender spot and I can press on it, put external pressure on it, and it might change, it might not. But your body is going to have more of the memory of it being poked than it releasing. And so if you use the stretching and the movement and you are able to connect with that tender point, and then the tender point starts to melt, because then that nerve cycle that has been broken by.
Right. So she's like poking, let's say, and pressing and applying pressure. And then after a little work, she's like, all right, Bekah, now you have to move into it and see where you can, get some more relief. So, she'd like take my arm and I'd be moving it back. I'd be moving it up, and you're really working into it. Also, that muscle memory remembers and can make these changes on its own, right? Our bodies are so amazing.
The pressure,
because I'm moving it and doing new muscle memory in that sense.
Yeah,
we're really saying making new muscle memory. See? Grammar mistakes all the time, people.
Yeah,
So
you just
cool.
like,
I never had any idea. I never even knew that existed for massages.
yeah, little therapeutic edge. So, but it does
Yeah.
melt it away. It melts it away, and you have to. I feel personally that being a participant in your own body work, you know, there's times you need to receive, and then there's times you need to participate, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
fine line of just being relaxed. But sometimes if you're so tightly wound up, then you need to feel the movement before you can even allow yourself kind of back into your body to even feel what's
Mm-hmm.
going on.
Mm-hmm.
Very much get stuck in your head is where most
Right.
people live. You
Right.
know,
Right.
I didn't
Well,
know
and
I
getting
had.
stuck in our
Okay, so getting stuck in our heads, we're thinking too much about things, right? So it's really, or we get stuck on an idea and we think that's the truth. So we really have to break through that. And a fascia massage is a way to help us, you know, get through these deep issues, and get more mobility, more energy flow, more just better feelings, I think. There is going to be a second video about this that's going to talk more about that therapeutic release. So keep an eye out for the second video coming out later this week. Have you ever heard of this before? What do you think? Are you interested? Do you want to learn more about this kind of massage? Do you have any places near you that offer this massage? Let me know with a comment below. If you like my video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel. I post new videos on Mondays and Wednesdays. I want to know what you're thinking. I want to know your ideas about fascia massages. Add them in the comments below, and you can always email me here. All right, guys, keep up the great work. Keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding. Bye-bye.